This will be the time that we'll call the first priest and they'll state their registry. La Yashala. Imadian, which means to stand. Wapanya Hakwadam and face the east. We're going to do the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabashamayim, Kodash, Haya, Shamka, Yahawah Malakufka, Taba'a, Ratazaka, Haya, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Haya, Bashamayim, the Thunder Nawa, Lacham, Kal Yawam, Wasalak Nawa, Kabawak Nawa, Kasalak Nawa, Kabawak Nawa, Wala'a, Tabaya'a Nawa, Banasayawan, Abor, Awashai Nawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Ha'ala, Wata Prawa, La Awalamyam, Aman. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Hakak, the power in the Hebrew, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah, Baba Kwashah, the thunder Nawa, Hakak, Hakak, Lava Pa'a, Kamakala, Wakamarawa, Hakak, Latahar, Habatasarayim, Hakak, Lahafriam, Hamafiam, Hakak, Awahawa, Hatama'ala, Lagavashan, by Hashem Yahweh Shah, the water of Mun. In the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shah, thank you. So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'a, Ayanya, Ahahariam, Ma'ayan, Yaba'a, Isaiah, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Wa'aratasa, Al Yathan, Lamawat, Regalika, Al Yanawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'a, Yanawam, Wala'a, Yashan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al Yad, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'a, Yakaka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamorka, Makau Rai, Yashamor, Afna Pashka, Yahweh Yashamor, Tazaaka, Wawaaka, Maita, Wa'ai, Awilam, Aman. In the English, I will lift up mine eyes into the hills, from which cometh my help. My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. So be it. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Al Damayalaka, Al Daharash, or Al Dashakwat, Al Kayapana, Al Yabyaka, Yahama Yawan, Wamashanayaka, Nasha Awa, Ra'ash, Al Aimaka, Ya Arayamwa, Sawad, Wayata Ya'ai Tazawa, Al Tazapawanyaka, Amarwa, Lakawa, Wanakakidam, Magoya, Wala'a, Yazakar, Sham Yasha'ala, Iwad, Kaya, Nawa'ai Tazawa, Lab, Yakhadwa, Auyaka, Baryaf, Yakaratwa, Aholya, Adawam, Boyashama Aliyam, Mawa'aba, Wahagayam, Gabal, Wa'amawan, Wa'amalak, Pradashaf, Amyashabya, Tazawar, Gama Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam Hayawa, Zawawai, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Aishad Laham, Kamadyan, Kasaya Saba'a, Kayabyan, Banakal, Koyashwan, Nashamadwa, Bayanda Ara, Hayawa, Daman, La Adama, Shayathamwa, Narayamawa, Kaira, Wakaza Iba, Wakaza Abba, Wakaza Bak, Wakaza Zalmanai, Karl, Nasaya Kamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Nayarasha, Lanawa, Afna Awa, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shayathamwa, Kagaudala, Kakwash, La Panya Raha, Kaash, the Baira Yaira, Wakalahaba, Talahat, Haryam, Khan, the Radatma, Wasa Ibaka, Wabasaba Pafka, Sabahalam, Mala'a, Panyaham, Kwalawan, Sakya, Mala'a, Panyaham, Kwalawan, Waya Bakwashwa, Shamkaya Hawa, Yabashwa, Waya Bahawa, Aya Ide, Waya Kaparwa, Waya Abadwa, Waya the Iowa, Kaya, Adash, Shamkaya Hawa, Labadka, Awi one, Al Kala, Rataza, Aman. In the English, keep not thou silence, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh, for lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. They consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites, of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, Salah, do unto them, as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kasan, which perished at Endor. It became as dung for the earth. Make the nobles like Oreb, and like Zeeb, yea, all the princes as Abba, and as Amunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the house of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burning for wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. So be it. The blessings in the Hebrew, Brakatah Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shai, Wa Mayaka'ala, Wa Alahayim, Matazab Ya'ah, Alawak Yahana, Ha Alawakyim, Ha Saranyim, Ha Kotazayanyim, Ha Hayayayim, Wa Agwakyim, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, the Wada Aman. In the English, bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels, commanding General Yahana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. The prayer, bless Israel in the Hebrew, Yahweh, by Shem Yahweh Shai, Barak Lanawa, Wa Yasha Allah, Waha, Bayaf, Saparyam, Barak, Rapah, Magun, Hagun, by Shem Yahweh Shai, the Wada Aman. What we just said, just me up here, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai, bless us and Israel and the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect our loved ones. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. Sar, which means to turn. Yeshabian, which means to be seated. All right. So Shalom, Israel. For the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yahana. We're not affiliated with any other Israelite group or any other Christian organization. All right, so today is the Sabbath, all right? It's the Sabbath. Right now we're in the Sabbath service, all right? This is the Lord's Sabbath service, all right? Anyone attending, always remember, it's important to attend this Sabbath service. It's important to learn how to, if you are a priest or an officer, it's important all right, a priest and officer, it's absolutely important for you to learn how to do the Sabbath service. All right, this is a part of our customs, this is a part of our culture. This is essential. This is absolutely essential to building up the nation. All right, building up black families. All right, building up black marriages. You understand? Like this, this is essential in doing that. Knowing how to do the Sabbath service. The Sabbath service can teach you so much. It teaches you your culture because you're reading the Bible, not just in the English, but it teaches you your language because you're reading the Bible in the Hebrew. So you're learning your culture and your customs in your own tongue, in your own native tongue. So you want to keep that in mind, and let's not forget that. All right, here we go. So we're going to be in Genesis chapter 22. All right, verse 1, we're going to start. All right, I believe, how do I do this? Right, online. I don't do it from here. Bear with me. I was in the wrong place. That's not, all right, Genesis chapter 22, verse 1 in the Hebrew. Wayahaya achar hadabayim ha'ala ha'alahayim nasa Abraham waya amar alyawa Abraham waya amar Hananya. Verse 2. Waya amar kwa na'a banka yahayadka ashar ahab it's like a ahabath ahabath tazachak walak lak. It's like a walak laka al rataza hamaraya waha ailawa sham la aila al achad haharyam ashar amor all yaka. Verse 3. Wayash kam Abraham babakwar waya chabash Hamarwa wayakwak shanya na'ayr yawa afwa wa yatazachak banwa waya bakwai aitazaya ayla wayakwam wayalak al hamakwam ashar amar lawa ha'alahayu. Verse 4, Bayawam Hashalayashya Wayasha'a Abraham Ayan Yawa Wayara'a Hamakwam Marachak. Verse 5, Wayamor Abraham Aula Na'ayawa Shabwa Lakam Pa Ain Hakamawar Wa Anya Wahana'ir Nalaka Ka when the shatak. Let's see, that should be should worship Nasha the cock. That's cock. No Ka. All right. Salakia. One shatachar. One shakawa. It's like one shawaba ala al yakum. Verse 6. Wayakwak Abraham Aitazaya Ha'ila Wayasham Al Yatazachak Banwa Wayakwak Bayadwa Ha'ash Wa'af Hama ala Sakir Ma'alakaf Ma'al-Kalaf Sakim Ma'al-Kalaf Wayalakwa Shanyam it's like Shanyaham Yachadwa, Isaac, Yachadwa. Waya Amor, Tazahak. Okay, that's Isaac. Tazahak. Al Abraham, Abayawa, Waya Amor, Abaya, Waya Amor, Hananya, Banya, Waya Amor, Hana, Haash, Wa Aitazayam, Wa Ayah, Hasha, La Ilah. All right. We're going to start at Genesis chapter 22, verse 1, but in the English. All right. And it came to pass after these things that God did tempt Abraham and said unto him, Abraham. And he said, Behold, here I am. Now, by the way, when it says God did tempt Abraham, that's referring to testing Abraham, not actual temptation. All right. Not referring to temptation. That's referring to like the Lord testing Abraham. Verse 2, and he said, Take now thy son, thine only son Isaac, whom thou lovest, and get thee into the land of Moriah, and offer him there for a burnt offering upon one of the mountains which I will tell of thee, or I tell thee of. Salakia. Verse 3, and Abraham rose up early in the morning, and saddled his ass, and took two of his young men with him, and Isaac his son, and clave the wood for the burnt offering, and rose up, and went unto the place of which God had told him. Verse 4, then on the third day, Abraham lifted up his eyes and saw the place afar off. Verse 5, and Abraham said unto his young men, Abide ye here with the ass, and I and the lad will go yonder and worship, and come again to you. Verse 6, and Abraham took the wood of the burnt offering, and laid it upon Isaac his son, and he took the fire in his hand, and a knife, and they went both of them together. Verse 7, and Isaac spake unto Abraham his father, and said, My father. And he said, Here am I, my son. And he said, Behold the fire and the wood, but where is the lamb for a burnt offering? Okay, okay, so it's 2 out now. Okay, most on Christ. All right, just let anybody attending classes let me know if it's frozen or not. I just want to make sure everything is Tawab. Put a 1 in the chat to make sure so y'all can hear me properly and see me properly. Just let me know. So like you. All right, so we're going to start at verse 8, Genesis chapter 22, verse 8 in the Hebrew. All right, wa ya amor Abraham al alahayim saki yara'a lawa hasha la ila banya wa yalakwa shanyaham yachadwa. The water says, Most High in Christ 1. Verse 9 in the Hebrew. Wa ya ba'a wa al hamakwam ashar amor lawa ha alahayim wa ya ban sham Abraham af hama zabak wa ya Waya ha'itazayam. It's like itism. It's like itazayam. Waya iquad af yatazachak banwa waya sham afwa aul hama zabak mama aul la itazayam. Verse 10. Verse 10, waya shalak Abraham af yadwa waya kwak af hama ma akala la shakat af banwa salaki. Verse 11, waya kora'a awdiwa malaak saga malaaka Yahweh man Hashemayim waya amor Abraham waya amor Hananya. Verse 12, waya amor al dashalak yadka al hana ayer wa al the aisha lawa Ma'awama, Kaya, Isa, Yadai, Kaya, Yara'a, Alahayim, Afha, Wala'a, Hashaka, Af, Banka, Af, Yahaya, Yahayad, it's like a Yahayadka, Mamanya. Verse 13, Wayasha'a Abraham, Af, Ayan Yawa, Wayara'a, Wahana, Ayal, Achar, Achaz, sorry, Achaz, Basabka, Bakwar, Bakoran Yawa, Wayalak Abraham, Wayakwak, Af, Ha'ayal, Waya Ailawa, La Aila, Sachaf, Banwa. Verse 14, Wayakara'a Abraham, Sham, Hamakwam, Hahawa'a, Yahweh, Yara'a, Ashar, Ya'amar, Hayawam, Bahar, Yahweh, Yara. All right, that's it on the Hebrew. We're going to go now to we're going to start at verse 8 in the English. Genesis chapter 22, verse 8 in the English. And Abraham said, My son, God will provide himself a lamb for a burnt offering. So they went both of them together. In verse 9, and they came to the place which God had told him of. And Abraham built an altar there and laid the wood in order. And bound Isaac his son and laid him on the altar upon the wood. Verse 10, and Abraham stretched forth his hand and took the knife to slay his son. Verse 11, and the angel of the Lord called unto him out of heaven and said, Abraham, Abraham. And he said, Here am I. Verse 12, and he said, Lay not thy hand upon the lad, neither do thou anything unto him. For now I know that thou fearest God, seeing thou hast not withheld thy son, thy only son from me. Verse 13, and Abraham lifted up his eyes and looked, and behold, behind him a ram caught in a thicket by his horns. And Abraham went and took the ram and offered him up for a burnt offering in the stead of his son. Verse 14, and Abraham called the name of that place Jehovah Jireh, as is said to this day, in the mount of the Lord it shall be seen. Now, also, just to let you guys know, all right, it's a good thing that what we just read when it comes to a burnt offering, like a burnt offering wasn't just found in the law. All right, those laws, statutes, and commandments that Moses wrote down, it was always a part of our customs to do it before it was written down. The law has always been there since Adam. Just for you guys to know this. All right. It was just our custom. Then it came a point in time when Moses hit the scene. The Lord ordered Moses to write down our customs, which are the laws of God that we know today. All right. Just so I can clear up some confusion for y'all if y'all did not know that. All right, we're going to start at verse 15 in the Hebrew. Genesis 22 and 15 in the Hebrew. Wayakara Mala'aka Yahweh al Abraham Shanayah Man Hashemayim. Verse 16. Wayamar Baya Baya Nashabaithya. It's like Shabai, not Shabai Thaya. Naam Yahweh Kaya Ya'ain Ashar Aishaya Hadabar Hazah Wala'a Hashakam Saga Hashakaf Af Banka Af Yahayad Yahayad, it's like Hachayadka. Verse 17. I believe it goes all the way. 1 second. Then we're going to finish it out. We're going to finish it out. Verse 17. Kaya, Baraka, Abaraka, Waharaba, Abraba, Af, Zaraika, Kakawakab, it's like a Kakawakabia, Hashemayim, Wakakal, Ashar, Al, Shapath, Hayam, Wayarash, like it, kind of Wayarash, Zarai, Ka'af, Sha'ir, Ayab Yawa. Verse 18. Wahada Barak wa Bazarai Kal Goya, it's like Goyaya, Ha'arataza, Iquab, Ashar, Shemaitha, Bakwalia. Verse 19. Wayashab Abraham Al Na'ir Yawa, Wayakwamwa, what it's like Wayalakwa, Yachadwa, Al, Ba'ar, Shabai, Wayashab Abraham, Bar Ba'ar, Shabai. Verse 20. Wayahaya Akarya, Ha Abraham, it's like that's not Abraham. Hadabarium, Ha'Allah, Waya God, La Abraham, La Amor, Hana, it's like it, Yalada, Malaka, Gam, Hawa'a, Bunyam, Lanakawar, Akika. Verse 21. Iwataza, Bakarwa, Wa'af, Baz, Akua, Wa'af, Kwama all, Kwama all, Kwama all. Abaya, Aram. Verse 22. Wa'af, Kashad, Wa'af, Khazar, Wa'af, Paladash, Wa'af, Yadalak, Wa'af, Bata Wa'af, Baf Wa'ala. Verse 23. Wabaf Wa'ala, Yalad, Af, Rabakwa, Shamana, Allah, Yalada, Malaka, Lanakawar, Akya, Abraham. What Paya Lagash was, Paya Lagash, what Paya Lagash was, Shema, Ra'ama, Wathalad, Gam Hawa'a, Af, Tabak, Wa'af, Gak, Gacham, that's Gacham, so Gacham, Kakam, Wa'af, Dachash, Wa'af, Ma'aika. All right. We're going to start at verse 15. All right, we're going to start at verse 15. We're going to finish it out to verse 24 in the English. We're going to finish it out. Verse 15 in the English. And the angel, and the angel of the Lord called unto Abraham out of heaven the second time. Verse 16, and said, by myself have I sworn, saith the Lord, for because thou hast done this thing, and hast not withheld thy son, thy only son, that in blessing I will bless thee, and in multiplying I will multiply thy seed as the stars of the heaven, and as the sand which is upon the seashore, and thy seed shall possess the gate of his enemies. Verse 18, and in thy seed shall all nations of the earth be blessed, because thou hast obeyed my voice. Verse 19, so Abraham returned unto his young men, and they rose up and went together to Beersheba, and Abraham dwelt at Beersheba. Verse 20, and it came to pass after these things that it was told Abraham, saying, behold, Milcah, she have also borne children unto thy brother Nahor. Verse 21, Huz his firstborn, and Buz his brother, and Kemuel the father of Aram. Verse 22, and Chesed, and Hazo, and Pildash, and Jilaph, and Bethel, and Bethuel, Salakia. Verse 23, and Bethuel begat Rebekah. These 8 Milcah did bear to Nahor, Abraham's brother. Verse 24, and his concubine, whose name was Ramah, she bare also Tebah, and Gaham, and Dahash, and Maacah. All right. Now we're going to be in chapter 23. We're going to start at verse 1. In Genesis chapter 23, verse 1, and we're going to, in the Hebrew. Wayahayawa, Chayaya, Shara, Ma'ah, Shana, Aisharyam, Nasha, it's like it, Shana, Wayashabai, Shanyam, Shanya, Chayaya, it's like Chayaya, Shara. Verse 2, with a maf, Shara, Bakoria, Arabai, Hawa'ah, Chaborwan, Ba'arataza, Kana'ain, Wayaba'a, Abraham, La Sapad, La Shara, Wala Bakatha, Wala Bakafa, all right, Wala Bakatha, Salaki. Verse 3, Wayaquam, Abraham, Ma'al, Panya, Mafwa, Wayadabar, Al, Banya, Chaf, La'amor. Verse 4, God, whether Washab, Washab, Anakia, I'm calm, Sanwa, Laya, Akhazaf, it's like it. Do that, Akhazaf, as a possession. Akhazaf, that's pluralized for possessions. Akhazaf, Kwabor, I'm calm, Wa'akwabara, Mafia, Malapanya. Waya Ainwa, Banya, Chaf, Af, Abraham, La Amar, Lawa. Verse 6, Shammai, Nawa, Adanya, Nashaya'a, Alahayam, Asa, Batha Wakanwa, Bama Bakar, Kwabar, Kwabarayanwa, sorry, Kwabar Yanawa, sorry, Kwabar Yanawa, Kwabar Af, Maka Ayash, Mamanwa, Af Bakwar, it's like a Kwabarwa, La'a, Yakala, that's Mamaka, Mamka, it's like a Mamka, Makobar, Maka. Verse 7, Wayaquam, Abraham, Waya Shasakwa, La'aim, Ha'arataza, Labunya Kath. All right. Genesis 23, verse 1 in the English. And Sarah was 107 and 20 years old. These were the years of the life of Sarah. Verse 2, and Sarah died, and Kirjatharba, the same is Hebron in the land of Canaan. And Abraham came to mourn for Sarah and to weep for her. Verse 3, and Abraham stood up from before his dead and spake unto the sons of Heth, saying, verse 4, I am a stranger and a sojourner with you. Give me a possession of a burying place with you, that I may bury my dead out of my sight. Verse 5, and the children of Heth answered Abraham, saying unto him, verse 6, hear us, my Lord, thou art a mighty prince among us. In the choice of our sepulchres, bury thy dead. None of us shall withhold from thee his sepulchre, but that thou mayest bury thy dead. Verse 7, and Abraham stood up and bowed himself to the people of the land, even to the children of Heth. I'm going to look that up real quick. Let's see. No. I think it's sepulcher. So like it's sepulcher, I think is how to pronounce it. I'm gonna get the pronunciation later. But I'm almost positive that's not how you say it though. 100%. But let's get it. All right. Verse 8. We're gonna do verse 8 in the Hebrew. All right, verse 8. Waya the bar ma la amor yash. Af napash come la kobar af mafia malapanya Shemai Naya, what Pagayawa, Laya, by Ipar one, Ban, Tezakor. Verse 9, Waya Than Laya Af, Ma Iraq, Hamakala, Slakia, Hamakapala, Ashar Lawa, Ashar Bakwataza, Shada Hawa, Shad Hawa. Bakasap, Mala'a, Yathana, Laya, Bathawak, La Akhazaf, Qubar. Verse 10. Wa'ipar wan, Yashab, Batharka, Bunya, Kha, Waya'ain, Ipar wan, Hachafya Af, Abraham, Ba'azanya, Banya, Chaf, Lakal, Ba'aya, Sha'ir, Ayarwa, La'amor. Stop that. All right, we're just going to finish it out from here. I think that'll be wise to do. Yeah, that'll be wise to do. All right, verse 11. We're going to keep going to verse 20 for time's sake. All right. Verse 11, La'a, Adunya, Shema'anaya, Hashada, Nathafya, Laka, Wahama'ir, Ashar, Ban, Laka, Nathafyaha, La'ayanya, Banya, Anya, Nathafya, Laka, Kobar, Mafka. Verse 12, Waya Shathakwa, Abraham, Lapanya, Aim, Ha'arataza. Verse 13, Waya Dabar, Al, Iparwan, Ba'azanya, Ein Ha'arataza La Amar Ak Ata Laya, Shemainaya, Nathafya, Kasap, Hashira, Kwak, Mamanya, Wakobar, it's like Wa'akobar, Mafia, Shema. Verse 14, Waya Ein, Ipar Wan, Af, Abraham, La Amar, La. Verse 15, Adunya, Shemainaya, Arataza, Arabai, Ma'af, Shakwal, Kasap, Bayanya, Wabayanka, Ma, Hawa'a, Wa'af, Mafka, Kobar. Verse 16, Waya Shemai Abraham Ma'al Ipar one, Waya Shakwal Abraham La Iparia Ipawan, it's like Ipar Iparan Hakasap Ashar the Bar Ba'azanya Banya the Kaf Abrabai Ma'awa Shakwal Kasap Ibar La Sakar. Verse 17, where Yaquam Shada, Iparwan, Ashar, Bama Kapala, Mama Kapala, Bama Kapala, Ashar Lapanya, Mama Ra'a, Hashada, Wahama Ira, Ashar, Bawa Wakal, Ha'itaza, Ashar, Bashada, Ashar, Bakal, Gabarwa, Sabayab. Verse 18, La Abraham, La Morakwana, La Ayanya, Panya Tham Bakar, Ba'a, Sha'ir, Ayar. Verse 19, Wa'akar Khan Kabar, Abraham, Asharaf, wa Ma'iraf, Shada, Malakapala, Saga Hamakapala, Al, Panya, Mara'a, Hawa'a, Habar, it's like a Kabar one, Ba'arataza, Canaan. Verse 20 in the Hebrew, Yaquam Hashada, Hama'ir, Ashar Ba La Abraham, La Achazaf, Kabar Ma'af, Banya. All right, that's it on the Hebrew. And we're going to start at verse 9, and we're going to make all our way down to 20 for time's sake. So verse 9 in the English, all right? Genesis 23, verse 9 in English, that he may give me the cave of Machpelah, which he hath, which is the end of his fields. For as much money as it is worth, he shall give it me for a possession of a burying place amongst you. Verse 10, and Ephron dwelt among the children of Heth. And Ephron the Hittite answered Abraham in the audience of the children of Heth, even of all that went in at the gate of his city, saying, verse 11, Nay, my Lord, hear me, the field give I thee, and the cave that is therein, I give it thee. In the presence of the sons of my people give I it thee, bury thy dead. Verse 12, and Abraham bowed down himself before the people of the land. Verse 13, he spake unto Ephron in the audience of the people of the land, saying, but if thou wilt give it, I pray thee, hear me. I will give thee money for the field. Take it of me, and I will bury my dead there. Verse 14, and Ephron answered Abraham, saying unto him, verse 15, my Lord, hearken unto me. The land is worth 400 shekels of silver, which is that betwixt me and thee. Bury therefore thy dead. Verse 16, and Abraham hearkened unto Ephron, and Abraham weighed to Ephron the silver which he had named in the audience of the sons of Heth, 400 shekels of silver, current money with the merchant. Verse 17, in the field of Ephron, which was in Machpelah, which was before Mamre, the field, and the cave which was therein, and all the trees that were in the field, that were in all the borders round about, were made sure. Verse 18, unto Abraham for a possession in the presence of the children of Heth, before all that went in at the gate of his city. Verse 19, And after this, Abraham buried Sarah his wife in the cave of the field of Machpelah before Mamre. The same is Hebron in the land of Canaan. Verse 20. In the field, in the cave that is therein, were made sure unto Abraham for a possession of a burying place by the sons of Heth. All right, clap it up. With that, I mind you, which means to stand, just me up here. This would be the time that the brothers would come up and they would come in and they would salute the Torah. La Yasha Allah. All right, Amadu, which means to stand, wa Panya Hakwadam, and face the east. So that means everybody can now stand and face the east. We're going to do the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakavka, Taba'a, Batazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Lathandanawa, Lacham, Kal, Yavam, Wasalakanawa, Kabawaknawa, Kasalaknawa, Kabawakinawa, Wala'a, Tabaya'anawa, Bonasayawan, Abal, Halashai Nawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Kwaha'ala, Wata Prawa, La Awalumyam, Aman. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. So be it. Bakat, the power, in the Hebrew, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Bubble Koshah, Nathanawa, Hakak, Hakak, Lava Pa'ah, Kam Akala, Wakam Adawa, Hakak, Latahar, Hamad Zarayim, Hakak, Lahakwayim, Hamafiam, Hakak, Arakawa, Hatama'ala, Lagavashun, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, the water Aman. In the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the leprous, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shah, thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew, Asha'a, Ayanya, Ahahayim, Ma'ayan, Yaba'a, Isaiah, Ma'aim, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Wa'arataza, Al Yathan, Lamawat, Ragalka, Al Yanawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'a Yanawam, Wala'a, Yayashan, Shawamar Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al Yad, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'a Yakaka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makal Rai, Yashamor, Afnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamor, Tazaaka, Wawa'aka, Ma'aita, Wa'ai, Awalam, Aman. In the English, I will lift up mine eyes into the hills, from which cometh my help. My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in. From this time forth and even forevermore, so be it. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Allahayim, al damayah laka, al dacharash, wa al dashakwat, al kayahana, awayabdaka, yahama yawan, wama shanayaka, nasha'awa, ra'ash, al la'imaka, ya arayamwa, sawad, wayata ya'ai tazawa, al to the Pawanyaka, Amora, Lakawa, Wanakakidam, Wagoya, Wala'a, Yazakar, Sham Yasha Allah, Iwan, Kaya, Nawa'ai Tazawa, Lab, Yakhadwa, Audaka, Barya, Yakaratwa, Ahoya, Adawam, Wayashamailayam, Mawa'aba, Wahagariam, Gabal, Wa'amawan, Wa'amalak, Palashak, Am Yashabya, Tazawar, Gama Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam Hayawa, Zarawad, Labunya Lawat, Salah, Aishalaham, Kamadian, Kasayasa Ba'a, Kayabyan, Banahal, Koyashwan, Nashamadwa, Ba'ayanda Ara, Hayawa, Yaman, La Adama, Shayathamwa, Nadayamawa, Ka'irab, Wakazaaba, Wakazabak, Wakazazamanai, Kal, Nasa Yakamwa, Ashor, Amorwa, Nayavasha, Lanawa Afna'awa, Alahayim, Allahaya, Shayathamwa, Kagalgala, Kakwash, the Panya Raka, Ka'ash, the Ba'ira Ya'iva, Wakalahaba, Talahat, Haryan, Khan, the Radatma, Vasairaka, Wabasawapaka, Sabahalam, Mala'a, Panyaham, Kwalawan, Waya Bakwashwa, Shamka Yahawa, Yabashwa, Waya Bahalwa, Ayai, Waya Kaparwa, Waya Abadwa, Waya Da'ayawa, Kaya, Atha, Shamka Yahawa, Labadka, Awa the one, Al Kala, Rataza, Aman. In the English, keep not thou silence, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh, for lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites, of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Cabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kisan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb, and like Zeeb, yea, all their princes, as Zabah, and as Zamuna, who said, let us take to ourselves the house of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth for wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. So be it. The blessings in the Hebrew, Barakatah Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shah, Wa Mayaka Allah, Wa Alahayim, Matazab Ya'ah, Alawat Yahana, Ha Alawatyim, Ha Saranyim, Ha Kudazayanyim, Ha Chayayalim, Wa Akwafyim, Yahweh, Ba Hashem Yahweh Shah, the water of Mun. In the English, bless you Yahweh, and Yahweh Shah, and Michael, and the angels, commanding General Yahana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, thank you, so be it. The prayer of the curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, and all things living, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, listen to us now, right now, send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the heathen that speak against us, thy prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the school, send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the heathen, and shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel that refuse to give to the school, force their riches to enter thy sanctuary, send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the Edomites, in the nations, and the drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, Pazakamatazi, the alternative movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space programs, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet and the airwaves, the cable access channels, and the radio channels. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us, and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way or try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Loose all the plagues, cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plagues take the house of the thief and the unaliver. Let Yahushua, Michael, and Gabriel come down with the flying saucers and punish all the heathens that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it's the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media, throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahushua, thank you always, so be it. Bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Barak Lanawa, Wa Yasha Allah, Waha, Bayap, Suparian, Barak, Rapa'ah, Magun, Hagun, Ba'ashem Yahushua, the water Aman. In the English, just me up here, what we just said, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, bless us and Israel and the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect our loved ones. In the name of Yahushua, thank you, so be it. Saw, which means to turn. Like you. Yeshavium, for the sisters, you can now be seated. Men of Israel, we're going to give a courteous salute to the brothers. All right. Also, for any brothers out there that are officers, just remember, if there's the highest ranking man is the one who gets saluted at the Sabbath service. All right. So when we say give a courteous salute to the brothers, all the brothers are going to salute the highest ranking man in the room. Just remember that, just for future references. Men of Israel, Madu Shabbat, Amadu, Barak, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Barakatham. Now number top, Saul Awafim, which means turn to face the sisters. Sisters, you can now stand. Men of Israel, we're going to give a courteous salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Madu Shabbat, Amadu, Barak, Yahweh Shamar Alathan Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Yadimata. With that, class dismissed.